never say anything about controlling health care costs or investing in education to make sure that we have enough. You see, that would take us down the road of universal health care. You know, and then he's purporting these other ideas out there. The arrogance just pours off this congressman. It's a cool arrogance. There's a lot of different ways to be arrogant. Now, we were talking about redheads last night. I can show you how a redhead gets arrogant. I'm pretty good at that sometimes. But this is a cool arrogance. This is an arrogance where he says, listen to this soundbite, that the people really don't understand anything. Here it is.
It's people who don't understand what we're doing with Medicare. What I find is there's a lot of demagoguery and distortion occurring.
A lot of distortion occurring? Tell me, are the benefits going to be the same, Congressman? Let's have a definition. The answer is no. That's the definitive answer. That is not a distortion. That is a fact. You are cutting people's benefits. That's what's in your plan. That's what you want to do to the elderly in this country in years to come. Why? Because you've got this phantom budget that is going to blow up the record deficit that we've already got and make it even worse because your chart from the Heritage Foundation says it's going to be bad. Here's the other one that gets me. He says he can sleep well at night. Listen to this.
I can go do something else with my life. I sleep very soundly knowing that what I'm trying to do is help fix this country's problems.
You know what? For years, people that had Medicare and Medicaid, they slept pretty well at night, too. But now they're under attack by you, Congressman. And yeah, you can sleep well at night because nobody's going to be touching your pension. Nobody's going to be touching your health care. All you have to do is take more money from the oil companies, take more money from the pharmaceuticals, take more money from the insurance companies, and it's going to be damn tough to get you out of Congress. So you've got pretty much a guaranteed situation, and you're asking the middle classers to serve it up more. For the top 2% who will line your pockets so you can get reelected, I think Wisconsinites are a hell of a lot smarter than that. I started this broadcast tonight saying that I really wanted to be in Kenosha, Wisconsin today, but I think I would have gotten in trouble. I really do. I probably would have said something that was out of line. It would have been the truth. And I would have made a spectacle of myself, so I thought I'd wait till tonight, 10 o'clock Eastern time, to do it. This is a lie. This is wrong for America. This is not what our servicemen and women around the country are fighting for. This is not freedom. This is a government takeover is what it is. It is forcing the money to go to the private sector and Wall Street so we can go through yet another shakedown. Do you think that's what Americans want? I don't. And you know what? When these folks go from here to here, they don't know about liberal and conservative. They don't know about Democrat, Republican. You know what they know about? They know about fairness. And we are lacking fairness in this budget because they want to reduce the tax rates for the top 2% another 10%, from 35 to 25%. They want to reduce the corporate income tax. In fact, at Kenosha today, he even said that he wants to reduce the corporate taxes and reduce the burden on the job creators. Tell us, Congressman Ryan, what job creators are you talking about? Do you have commitments from corporations across America that if the tax rate is cut to 25%, that there are going to be guaranteed hires in this country? You don't have that, but you want us to believe this garbage? We're smarter than that. America is awake. America is alive. And I can't wait till 2012 because you know what? This isn't going away. They've shown their cards. Get your cell phones out. I want to know what you think of this story tonight. Tonight's question, will Paul Ryan's plan end Medicare as we know it? Text A for yes, text B for no to 622-639. And, of course, you can always go to our blog at ed.msnbc.com. We'll bring you the results later on in the show. A man who has been on this story since day one. Joining us tonight, John Nichols, Washington correspondent of The Nation. John, great to have you with us. You were there. How passionate, how schooled up was this crowd today?
Ed, it was remarkable. There were instances after instances where Paul Ryan said something, and remember, he filibustered at the start. He was up there for the better part of 20 minutes, filling the time. He had his AV equipment. He had everything there. But when the people started asking questions, he would come in with his line on some aspect of his plan or another, and these people would hit him right back. and they would say, but that's not what the Congressional Budget Office says, or that's not what the analysis by this agency or that agency says. And the fact of the matter was, they really kept this congressman on his toes. It was an amazing hour and a half.
Is he making the case? Is he standing his ground? Does he really believe this?
I don't know if he really believes it. The fact of the matter is he's been a Washington insider in Washington for the better part of 20 years as a congressional aide and a member of Congress, and also very closely aligned with right-wing think tanks. So I'm not sure if he's thinking for himself all that much, but I can tell you this. When I talked to him after this incredible session where you saw so much grassroots democracy on display and so many well-informed people, I said, you know, were you changed by this? Did this have an effect on you? And he said, no, this is Kenosha. You know, I expected to have this kind of response here. I've had it before. I was, frankly, very disappointed by that because the fact of the matter was I've been in Kenosha. I've seen this town in many, many different political situations, and I've never seen it this charged up, this passionate, and this overwhelmingly concerned about an issue, that being the assault on Medicare. Speaker
of the House was asked about this Ryan plan. This was his response. Here's John Boehner.
Paul Ryan has an idea that's certainly worthy of consideration in terms of how do we do this in a more efficient way. And frankly, having the private sector run the program is far more efficient than having the government run it.
Okay, now you said an idea worthy of consideration, but your entire conference is in favor of this. You're in favor of it.
No, it's our idea. All right, it's Paul's idea. Other people have other ideas. I'm not wedded to one single idea, but I think we have a plan.
The bottom line here is that all Republicans voted for this. And the bottom line is this is just not an idea. John Boehner wants Harry Reid to get this passed over in the Senate, and he wants the president to sign it. Now, he's soft-pedaling this, John Nichols. How do you are they feeling the heat on this?
Well, I think they are, Ed, and this is a significant thing. While Paul Ryan may say that he was not affected by what was taking place in Kenosha, other members of Congress have to see moments like this. The fact is, there was a general agreement that 75–80% of the people in the room, perhaps more, were opposed to him. And by far, the loudest applause line of the day was when Bill Schroeder, the insurance man from Kenosha, retired insurance man, said that the best solution was to get rid of those Bush tax cuts. That was a thunderous round of applause. Nothing Paul Ryan said got anywhere near that kind of positive reaction.
John Nichols.